Welcome to the Brady Recap. What's good, everybody? It is Sunday morning, final day of fall ball for myself and my kiddo, and then we kick off school ball next week for them Skyhawks. Yeah, but that's not what this show about. It's the recap, my CFM journey, as I am in the OMFL. As you can see, this one is currently on the screen. I'm also in the TUS and the ATG. In the O, as you can see, I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars. We are sitting at 8-2. And this week we went against the San Francisco 49ers. My dude was recovering from some procedure he had done. And this game was ugly. As you can see, he didn't score until the fourth quarter. It was complete domination by my boys up until then, and that last touchdown actually came with maybe seconds left in the game. 2-point conversion was knocked down, and wait, was it knocked down or was it picked? I can't remember. But needless to say, man, we had that going on for us. And yeah, so let's just, you know what? Let's just run through it. As you can see, the Jaguars won 34-6 over the San Francisco 49ers. We had 357 yards over his 186. We ran for 227 over his 54. We only had to throw for 130 yards on the day versus his 132. Because, I mean, I want to say right before halftime, a couple minutes before halftime, he was kneeling. So we just ran the ball the rest of the way. I think we passed occasionally, but for the most part, man, we ran. So if any of the admins is watching this bullshit, listen. Don't come at me about no damn FPR court. Which we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But anyway, 16 first downs to his 8. No punt return yards. Only had 15 kick return yards on the day versus his 126. And I edged him out on total yards gained all game. But yeah, man, we gonna keep this music rolling. Hopefully you can hear it. But yeah, man, 372 to 312 was that. We snatched 4 turnovers on him on the day, and I want to say it was all 4 interceptions. No forced fumbles, I believe. But third down conversion, as you can see, we completed 7 to his 2. No fourth downs were needed. No 2 points were needed. His red zone TD percentage was better than mine with 100%. He only had the 1. Versus my 83%. I had 3-1 on TDs, 2-0 on field goals, and neither one of us had any penalty yards. And then, yeah, that should tell you right there. 10-minute quarters, ladies and gentlemen. I believe. Yes, I believe. Yeah. Am I saying that right? 10-minute quarters. 10-minute quarters, and yeah, 26.53 was me to his 13.07 ground and fucking pound. So let's go ahead and look at my boys real quick. You know, Trevor Lawrence was 107.1 on the passer rating with 148 yards on the day. No TDs, no interceptions. 27 long. He was sacked twice, and he was only 7 for 11 on the day. 63%. 13.5 yards per attempt. That's first downs, bro. That's first downs, okay? 8 of them bitches and it's a touchdown, okay? I'm just saying. Maybe my math is wrong, but whatever. Anyway, moving on to the rushing side, you had BMO had 20 carries, 85 yards. Robinson had 14 carries, 83 yards. They both combined for 2 TDs, no fumbles. It looked like my boy ETN even got in on the action with 5 carries, 61 yards, and he had a 12.2 average. Welcome to the show. As I said in the beginning, man, this is the Brady Recap, and just talking about my goings-ons in my CFM journey, rocking 3 CFMs at the moment. But let's keep this thing rolling. Receiving. Sharp had 3 catches, 56 yards, 18.7 average, but no TDs. I had no receivers with any TDs on the day. Jones had 2 catches, 40 yards. Hollister had 1 catch 27. Miller had 1 catch 25. And Robinson had 1 catch for 2 yards. But again, like I said, receiving wise, man, we do what we need to do, especially when everything's just rolling. Sacks allowed was from Cam Robinson and Hudson. Both had 1. Bitches. Like, come on, bro. Protect the line. It's my quarterback. But anyway, tackle leaders, man, went to Jack and Cisco. Each had 5. Jack had 2 solo and 3 assists. Cisco had 3 and 2 assists. They both each had tackles for loss. But let's look who was our sack leaders on the day. Looks like Brown had the only solo sack, while Brian, Chason, Smoot all had. Did I say that right? Yeah, Brian, Chason, Smoot. We missing somebody. Somebody needed that other half. But anyway, that's EA for you. They can't even add numbers right. But anyway, yeah, so it was, those were our sack leaders on the day. And let's look at our interception leaders, man. Everybody got in on the fun. Jack had 1. Wilson had 1. Griff Dog had 1. And Allen had 1. Did anybody get a pick six? No pickle sickles, but we was able to control the airways on the day, and a lot of people don't like the hit stick mayo. But there were no forced fumbles, and boy, we be laying the wood. Okay, I normally don't like to talk about the kicker, but he was 2 for 3 on the day, 66%. His long was from 32 yards. I would hate to know what that miss was, but he had 4 extra points made. He was 100% on that. Where did he miss? Where did he? 49-yarder. Lambo, that ain't a good look. But yeah, man. So that was it with this game. Like I said again, Dub was recovering from procedure he had done. Just probably wasn't all in, and then of course, I also believe you're just not all in on this new Madden. Maybe even the sliders. I don't know what it is, but I wish everybody would just get a little bit more involved in the game and enjoy it. But let's get over to the standings real quick before we move on to my next league, and let's see who are the powers that be in the AFC. So right now you got the Ravens are the 1 seed, Jags is the 2 seed, and it looks like I might have to hit me another song. Hold up, switch it up. Hey. Anyway, so you got the Jaguars at the 2, Titans are right on their heels at the 3, Chargers at the 4, Bengals at the 5, Raiders at the 6, Dolphins at the 7. And I mean, hey, right now that's the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? The best offense is the Titans. As you can see, boy, them boys was lighting up the scoreboard, man. 338.4. But, woo! They have to be playing some shutouts, or some shootouts, man. Because the best defensive squad, points allowed, is the Ravens. And the Jaguars are down there like top 5, top 6, bullshit. But anyway, I mean, hey, we do what we can. You feel me? We ain't talking about that street, though. Anyway, so that's what's going on in the AFC side. Let's talk about the NFC. Hey, let's talk about the NFC. Hey. So over in the NFC, you got the Cardinals at the 1, Cowboys at the 2, Falcons at the 3, Lions at the 4, Giants at the 5, Panthers at the 6, and the Seahawks at the 7. Now, Cardinals just got done winning a game and was sick to the FBR court. And that's, yeah. For my OMFL folks, grown folks, man, y'all are hearing it in the news tonight on the Press Pass, before the Press Pass Live. But, so, the FBR court is where, a complaint is made on another player for breaking a rule, and it's done in a public setting. Bad idea. And needless to say, everything is aired out to where everyone can read it. And you'd be surprised, man. Being the person that does the OMFL news, you'd be surprised some of the comments I get. Okay, so the comments I get, cause bruh, no. It's a bad idea. Creates drama that's not needed. It really does. And if it's not out in the open, oh, it's definitely behind the scenes. Because, you know, if you lose a game, you lose a game. Fuck what happened in the game. Like, just, I mean, take your L's. That's what I like about, you know, Tusk and the ATG, man. You know, if you lose, bruh. Your game plan sucked. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, moving on with all that noise, man. That is the standings over here. Next song. That's the standings. Right now, we're going to go over here and look at my schedule real quick, and then we're going to move on. Because we need to talk about the other two leagues. But, so let's look at the Jaguars' next 7 games. Right now, you can see your boy is on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game winning streak. And now y'all probably looking at this and y'all like, man, boy, you ain't even played a game. So you all know, this is the post-patch league. The pre-patch, we started early before the scouting update came out, and all results from that league were simulated in this. Now, the scores are not the same. The results are the same. And as you can see, I lost to the Cardinals in the pre-patch. I lost to the Titans in the pre-patch. But boy, I put that work in. The first 4 of my 5-game winning streak, and then we dominated in week 11. But talking about the last 7, here it is, y'all. 8-2 Falcons on the radar next. We at least get them bitches at home. Then we got the Rams, the Titans, all on the road. Good God Almighty. Then we get the Texans again. Then we get another battle with the Jets. We get the Pats. And then we finish it up with the Colts. So, hey, sky's the limit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm winning. I'm trying to win. So, you can come up there with all that bullshit if you want to. I'm coming for the dubs. Period. At me if you want to. But anyway, moving on. That is the OMFL in the nutshell, man. That is me with the Jaguars over here. So let's skip up out of this sketch and get over to the TUS. Because over there with the Jags, your boy having a little bit of success. And we're going to talk about it. What's up, little man?
Hey, Daddy.
Say what's up, y'all.
What's up?
Yeah. All right, man. Go get you something to eat, bro. Go get something to eat. All right, anyway, man, that was little man. Little D. Wanted to say what's up to everybody. But here we are at the TUS. Bruh, let me tell you. Hey. Outside of the cheesy crap people use on the lobbies, this is a motherfucking user league, bruh. Okay? And in here, you better come with the come with, or you gonna get your ass whooped every week. And right now, your boy, them dirty days from Duval 4-0. I'm controlling everything, motherfucker. I'm controlling it all. Okay? And that's the results right there when I'm free reign. Okay? 4-0 with them dirty Jags. Last week, this week, last week, yes, versus the Cardinals, we thrashed them 41-20. Then we came back, got them Bengals, and we thrashed them 41-14. So let's look. Give me another song here. Let's look at the stats from that game. Jags, 397 in total yards versus 214. You had the offensive rushing. We did him dirty by 212, y'all. 237-25 on the rushing stat. He got me in the passer rating. But look at the scoreboard, though. Bruh. Okay, Burrow. Anyway, it was 189 to 160. We thrashed him in the first downs, 14 to 10. No punt yards needed, as you can see. And then, of course, we had kick return yards, 43 to 83 in his favor. Total yards, 440 to 297. I threw 2 picks in this game. Don't see it. To his 3. Third down conversions was 5 to 2 in my favor. No fourth downs were needed or completed. And then, of course, you had no 2-point conversions. I was 100% in the red zone to his 66. That was 3 TDs versus 2 TDs. No field goals were needed. And I had 7 penalty yards to his 0. And then we held the time of possession with 17.2 to 14:58. And that was, as you can see, based on the quarters, it was 21 to 7 at the half. Then it was get my math right. Then it was 34 to 7 after the third, and then we was actually able to go ahead and capitalize and get that 41 to 14 for the dub. Go over to the stats, man. Look at how my boys did. Woo, Lord. Passer rating 54.3, 177 yards, no TDs, 2 picks, 33 long, 2 sacks, and he was 11 for 18, 61% on the day. And he was averaging 9.8 when he was completing per attempt, which is not bad. I mean, hell, shit. I only got to do a dive play at that point. Rushing attack, boy, we was on it. Okay? We were on it. On it. Robinson, 20 carries, 129 yards, 6.4 average. ETN, 3 carries, 72 yards, 24.0 average. What? Robinson had 4 TDs. ETN had 1. Good God almighty. And then T-Law got off with 3 carries, 32 yards, 10.7 average. And then B-Love got him his 1 touch in for 4 carries. For 1 carry, 4 yards. 4.0 attempt, no TDs. But yeah, that was the rushing attack. Let's get over to the minimal receiving attack. Receivers, man, Chark had 3 catches for 75 yards, 25.0, no TD. Manhurts had 2 for 36 yards, 18.0 average. Robinson got in on the action with 2 catches, 30 yards, 15.0 average. Chenault had 3 for 28, 9.3 average. Jones had 1 for 8 yards, and then ETN had 1 for 1 yard. Over there in the blocking department, Robinson and Taylor each gave up a sack. Let's look at my tackle leader, man, went to Miles Jack with 8. He had 2 solos, 6 assists, 1 tackle for loss. Tackle for loss leader went to actually D. Hamilton, as that boy went off on the day. 5 tackles, 4 solo, 1 assist, and that boy even came down as the sack attack man, because he was actually able to get the damn backfield and put some pressure on Mr. Burrow. He was able to get back there and put some pressure on Mr. Burrow 3 times. And then let's look at the interception. Ford got off, was able to get him a pick in this game, and also upgraded to star status because he's continued to have breakout after breakout. And then my boy Tyson Campbell, the rookie out of Georgia, he was able to get him 1 on the day as well. Let's see, did Ford skip that back to the house? No, he didn't. But then hit stick happy Miles Jack was able to force him a fumble, and who recovered? Rashawn Jenkins was able to recover that bad boy. But so that's what it is for this league, man. As far as this game is concerned, let's go ahead and look at the standings right now to see who's the powers to beat in the AFC. So right now, the undefeated bodies right now, you have the Bills at 4-0, the Jets at 4-0, the Jags at 4-0, and the Raiders at 3-0. Okay? That's what's going on there. Let's look at points for. Let's see who's dominating the airways. Bills are leading by 3 over the Jaguars with a 163 on the year. And then who's leading the least amount of yards? Ooh, the Raiders are only allowing 39 yards on the season, but they're not putting them no offense down. My boys are there in 3rd on that tip right there. So back over here again to the records, man. Jets at 1, Jaguars at 2, Bills at 3, Raiders at 4. You have the Browns at 5, Bengals at 6, Ravens at 7. Then you have the Chiefs at 8, Colts at 9, Chargers at 10. Over to the NFC side, let's see who's dominating. You got the Packers at the 1, Bucks at the 2, 49ers at the 3, Seahawks at the 4, Falcons at the 5, Panthers at the 6, Eagles at the 7, and then, of course, those bubble teams, per se. Football team at 8, Vikings at 9, Bears at 10. But as you can see, there's a lot of 1 and 2s in there. So, I mean, that is per se, but I mean, of course, division winners get, the top 4 spots, and then everybody trickles down to the bottom 7. But anyhow, that is the standings and the powers that be over in the AFC and NFC. And let's go over here and let's look at this boy's schedule. Look at the schedule. All right, so right now 4-0 in play. We got 2 games before the bye week. We got the Titans next. We got the Dolphins after that, and then we get a good rest. Then after we come back, as you already know, because this is the same fucking team. Same fucking team. You know what the schedule is because we just ran down the last 7 games over in the O. Alright, so with that being said, we got a CPU game after the bye. And then we got 1 or 2 CPU games. Yep, 2 CPU, 3 CPU games to finish off the season. And man, your boy be talking too much because the music be cutting off. Music be cutting. But other than that, man, that is everything you need to know about the TUS. All right, so let's get over here and finish this bad boy up with the AT to the GEA. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Hey, here we go. Hey, here we go. All right, man. The ATG, another grown folk community league. This is a user-based league, and right now, as you can see, we fell short to the San Francisco 49ers on the road. It's all right. It's all right, though. But let's talk about that game, because I think I had the ball with like 3 minutes left. Didn't convert. Got the ball back and just ran the clock out. But, yeah, that was a hard one to swallow. That was a hard one to swallow. Well, let's talk about it, though. 283 to 218 when it comes to offensive yards gained in favor of 49ers. Rushing attack didn't get me where I needed it to be, and that was 77 yards versus his 56. He outpassed me with 227 to 141. First downs was in my favor, 11 to 9. We just didn't get enough first downs to actually add more points. No punt yards. We actually had more kick return yards, 65 to 22. Total yards, 305 to 283 in his favor. I led the turnover battle, but it was only just 1. We needed more. Third down conversions, it was 4 to 3 in his favor. No fourth downs, no 2 points. Red zone, I was top dog in red zone, 100% to his 50. That was 2 touchdowns to his 1 field goal to his 0, and then penalty yards, we were even. Time of possession, I edged him out 14-35 to 13-25. So we had the ball the longest, and we just didn't get it fucking done. That's fucking facts. I don't know what else to tell you. But anyway, let's look at my boy Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was 86 passer rating on the day, 143, no TDs, no picks, 25 longs, didn't even get sacked, so that's a problem in itself. 11 for 18, 61% for 7.9 yards per attempt. Over in the rushing department, 15 carries for my boy Jones, 15 carries, 59 yards, 2 TDs, 3.9 average on the day. That is whack sauce. Cahill had 2 carries, 18 yards, 9.0 average on the day, no TDs. Receiving, man, you have my boy Lazard, 5 catches, 51 yards, no touchdowns. You had Adams, 2 catches, 48 yards. You had Tanya, 2 catches, 30 yards. And then Cobb, Jones, and Dillon each had a catch apiece for 8, 6, and 4 yards respectively. But other than that, man, let's get over to the blocking. As you can see, Aaron Rodgers didn't get touched all damn day, and we still lost. That's a problem. Defensive-wise, we're going to talk about the tackle leader, but we're going to hit another song. All right, man, here we go. Chris Barnes, man. had 9 tackles on the day, 6 solo, 3 assists. He also had 1 tackle for loss. Tackle for loss leaders went to Mr. Vernon. He had 2, whereas Barnes and Slayton had 1 apiece. Sack leaders went to, it was a shared thing. Vernon and Slayton each shared a half. And then interceptions, only 1 went to my man Alexander. And that was the only turnover. So forced fumbles and that did not fucking matter. And that was the stats for that game, man. I mean, hey, you know, we had a chance. We were in position. We could not convert. We got the ball quite a few times in that last little bit without him scoring it. We just could not put nothing in the end zone, and he laughed it all the way to the bank. And yeah, so that sucked. Just gonna put that out there. But anyway, man, let's look at the standings as of right now. The powers that be in the AFC. I'm going to go ahead and look at who's dominating the AFC right now. So you got the Bills at the 1, Bengals at the 2, Chiefs at 3, Patriots at 4, Raiders at 5, Broncos at 6, Browns at 7, and I'm on the outside looking in. Wow. You see how soon I forgot? I seen Jaguars and I thought about myself. Jags at the 8, Titans at the 9, and Dolphins at the 10. Jags is my team, y'all. Okay? Jags is my team. And it's going to always be that way. Anyway, so I don't know why it's doing that. So let's go ahead and click the percentage. There we go. Panthers at the 1, Cowboys at the 2, Eagles at the 3. You got the Giants at the 4, Seahawks at the 5. I'm at the 6, Niners at the 7, but it'll flip-flop because they just beat me. So Niners 6, I'm 7. And then you have the Vikings, Bears, and Buccaneers finishing out 8 through 10. But it's a one-on-one tie in that area, but that's way too early to get too happy. Okay, way too early to get too happy. And then let's look at what we got up next. It looks like the next 3 games up next is the Steelers, Bears, and Steelers, Bengals, and Bears is my next upcoming games. And then, of course, just to kind of give you a look at the schedule outright, we will play 12 straight games before our bye week. So if I can stay in playoff contention up until bye week, this bye week, week 13, is huge. Because after that, we only have 5 games left, and then it's postseason. So if we do things right, man, we are on our way. Another thing about this league that you got to understand is any CPU game is an automatic force win. They don't really force you to play the CPU, which, I mean, you can if you want to, but, I mean, hell, you know, you're going to automatically get that force win. Hell, why? You know what I'm saying? Take the dub, right? But anywho, man, yeah. So that's how everything is going on in the ATG, and this has been a awesome recap. This is my second one, and hopefully you enjoy these. Just like I said, man, this is just me spitballing about the 3 CFMs I'm in and the journeys, and I hope as I progress through these, man, I'm able to, you know, come to you guys with some awesome news about being the league champion of one of these bad boy leagues this year. But hey, if you're looking for a league, definitely get out there, man. You have the grown folk community, has multiple leagues that you can sign up for. ATG is also one of those leagues. And then also get over to the unusual suspects, man. Reach out to my boy Chris or Aurelio via, you know, messenger or whatnot, and I mean, just reach out. I'm pretty sure there's a website. If not, I'll put some in the comments below. But hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe, man, and follow your boy Brady on his journeys. But until then, man, I have to get a camera soon, because I know y'all probably tired of just hearing my voice. Probably want to see what my forehead look like. But yeah, we gonna keep it gangster. Shush, little man, I hear you in there laughing. He gonna laugh when I said forehead. He got the same one. Buster tell ass. But anyway, alright, y'all. I'm out of here. Until next time, peace, love, and motherfucking hair grease. Peace. Hey.